Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Nina Sperano.
And I'm John Erickson. In the weeks leading up to the midterms, polls show that Senator Ron Johnson is gaining ground in his race for re-election. His opponent, Lt Governor Mandela Barnes, campaigned in Green Bay over the weekend. As
we continue our exclusive interview with the Democratic candidate, we dig into some of the biggest issues under the spotlight in this election cycle.
The current inflation rate, 8.2%, highest it's been in decades. A lot of people have pointed to stimulus packages, fiscal policy that have been passed since President Biden has been in office, saying that's a major contributing factor to where we are in inflation today. Knowing all that information, would you have supported those stimulus packages?
Well, let's talk about an issue like the stimulus package, because you'll get a Ron Johnson who will say that this is some kind of handout. Well, there was an opportunity to create 1,000 good-paying jobs here in the state of Wisconsin when Oshkosh Defense got the contract to build the next generation postal vehicles. His response was that we have enough jobs. He can't have it both ways. He can't sit and say people are lazy or they just want a handout when jobs were right there for us. And not saying that he could have, kept them here, but his response was that we have enough jobs. He does not understand what's going on. He does not truly respect people's economic condition. That's the worst part about this.
In August, the Biden-Harris administration announced a plan to cancel up to $20,000 in student loan debt. The U.S. Department of Education estimates that will cost an average of $30 billion a year over the next decade. An issue Senator Johnson said in an exclusive interview with NBC 26 was an effort for the Democratic Party to, quote, buy votes before the election.
Your opponent said that the Democratic Party is now the party of the elite. And this is an elitist movement by only giving debt forgiveness to a certain group of people, these college-educated people. How do you reconcile a policy that only benefits a certain number of college students?
One of the biggest impediments to entering the middle class is college affordability. Not being able to get the education that's needed for the jobs of today and the jobs of the future.
Do you think this will adversely affect your support in rural communities?
Well, I think it's important for us to, make sure that there are opportunities for technical college training, vocational training, all sorts of other avenues to help people get good paying jobs. And I'm proud of the support that we've given, like I said, our Main Streets with our Main Street Bounce Back program, or our rural prosperity initiatives that we've implemented. And we've been working hard here at the state level to make sure that all communities see some benefit, especially given the difficult last 3 years they've experienced.
Also under the microscope, rising crime in Wisconsin is a major issue in this campaign for both parties. Lt Governor Barnes is facing criticism from opponents for his stance on criminal justice.
Crime is up in Milwaukee. This is your hometown. Homicide up 40% in 2022 over 2021 and over from 2020. It's going up and up and up. We're not just talking about violent crime like homicide, we're talking about property crime. And you've once said that you wanted to take money away from overbloated budgets in the police departments and put them towards community programming. How would that help improve crime?
Well, I think it's important that we do everything we can to prevent crime from happening in the first place. Things don't have to be this way because they weren't always this way. When my granddad moved to Milwaukee after World War II, there was an abundance of good paying jobs. I'm really glad we get to have this conversation. Communities that have opportunity, that have good employment, fully funded and well supported schools, they don't experience crime like other communities that have seen their communities disinvested in, or a lack of resources. This is about making sure we have a level playing field to give everybody a fair shot.
And you're not concerned taking money away from the police departments would actually hurt crime and putting them somewhere else?
This isn't even about that. This is about making sure, again, that we're doing everything we can, making that upfront investment. When I talk to law enforcement officers, sure, we support. I supported budgets at the state level that increased funding for law enforcement. The American Rescue Plan allowed us to invest $100 million in the law enforcement and public safety initiative. So it's not about that. What it's about is also doing the work to make police officers' jobs easier.
The general election is Tuesday, November 8th. For more from our one-on-one with Lt Governor Mandela Barnes, or to watch our exclusive interview with his opponent, go to NBC26.com. In Green Bay, Nina Sperano, NBC 26.